Hi everyone, I'm back again. I just did a reading for the full moon in Aquarius, but to be honest, it felt so vague. I thought if I feel like it's vague, then you might be feeling it's very vague as well, and it didn't sit right with me. So I'm going to do another attempt. I'm going to do a little bit more in depth this time. So we'll see what's going to come up. I used Moonology before. I've taken that out of the mix and replaced it with Spirit Animal Oracle deck. So we'll see what messages we get this time. It just felt something didn't feel right. So this is for the full moon in Aquarius, which is a super moon on the 1st of August, and it's at 7:31 p.m. in the UK, British summertime. So let's start by getting the main theme, heart of the matter, or focus of the reading. I'm giving myself more work, but maybe I just like doing reading, so I wanted to do it again. I don't know, it just didn't feel right. It felt off, and I won't rest. I know what I'm like. I won't rest knowing that it was so vague. So let's see what the main theme or focal point is. See if I can tune in a little bit better. Maybe I wasn't focused enough. Maybe I'm tired. Let's see. And the other reading, the hearts, it was really hard for everything to come out, or too many came out. So we've got a similar, it looks like a similar theme here. We've got the Hierophant. Shall I take it? Okay. You know, I don't trust it because I was talking. So let me focus properly. We have the Page of Swords and the Two of Swords. That feels right. I don't know what it means yet, but it feels more right than the Hierophant, and I think it already feels more right than the other reading. So your energy, well, that was quick. 10 of Wands and the Sun. And I might struggle for space with the way I've set things up today, but I guess I'm going to have to live with it. So what else is going to come out? Let's see any external energies. Sometimes readers have off days as well, unfortunately. Okay. I'm just deciding where to put it because I know the last reading I was struggling for space with all the oracle cards, so trying to anticipate. Right, let's get past energies around this. That one literally flew up in the air. That's the Ace of Wands that came up before. Current energies around this, again, flew right up in the air. The Hierophant, yeah, the Hierophant definitely wants to make an appearance. So potential future energy. We have the Devil that made an appearance as well before, and any guidance. The Five of Pentacles. This energy here, the guidance, is the opposite of the other one. The other one was the Ten of Pentacles in the other reading, so yeah, that's quite strange. But let's see what oracle cards we get. So I'm gonna get, first of all, let's get a Spirit Animal Oracle card to give us an overview of what's going on. We have Nothing is Wasted. Shall I get another one? Yeah, I'm not going to read from the book. I'm probably not going to read from the book. So I'll get one more from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Transformation is beautiful, and set healthy boundaries as well. And I don't know how I'm going to fit all these cards on here. Let's move that up for a start. I think you can just about see that. And I may need to move these, shift these along again, just to create a bit more room. You would think that I'd be used to how much space I have now, but for some reason it's never the same amount of space each time I do it, so it is what it is. Let's get a Power of Surrender card as well. We have surrender, obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. And I can see there's an issue with clarity in the main theme. You know what? Funnily enough, I was thinking about the other reading. It didn't give enough clarity, so makes sense. Hopefully we'll get more answers here, or at least a way to get more answers, guidance on how to get more answers, because it just didn't feel clear. Let's get one more. As I was saying, surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. So that does kind of make sense. And I can see it's gone blurry. We'll leave it at that. So let's begin to clarify. So as I say, with the Page of Swords and Two of Swords, it's like there's not enough information to make a decision. And there was an element of that in the other reading about needing to make a decision and trying to figure out how. So it might be the same sort of theme, but maybe this one will give us more clarity than the previous one did. So for the Page of Swords and Two of Swords, let's get some clarifiers. That's the key word, isn't it? Clarity. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. There's an element of collaboration and support here. Because the Three of Pentacles is working with others. Ten of Cups is fulfillment and happiness, but it's shared, isn't it? It's shared with other people. And then you've got the Six of Pentacles, which is give and take. This person is giving. So yeah, there's definitely an aspect here. You're trying to figure something out. It might be that you need help and support to make a decision. You could be figuring out how to help other people. There was a teaching element that came up in the other one as a central thing that was going on, and it's come up here as well as a teacher. And this is that's the present energy around things. So if it's not that you need support or guidance on how to figure something out to get your happiness, possibly, then you're doing that for other people. So it is a bit of a similar theme. So your energy coming in is the Ten of Wands and the Sun. And I would say initially, so the Ten of Wands is a burden, a struggle, and the Sun it's illumination, isn't it? It can be happiness, but it's also illumination. So you may be struggling with clarity. I'm going to be saying that word about 50 times. Let's clarify it and see what else comes out. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, so there could be an opportunity here, and you are the same as the other one. You're trying to figure out what to do in terms of this opportunity, or it could be how to create a new opportunity. I would say with the obsessive thinking card that it's something that you are probably thinking obsessively about, but there might not be as much action towards it. Because we've got the Swords under here, which is thinking. The Ace of Wands is like the beginning, the inspiration part of things. With the Ten of Wands, that is action. Maybe that's where you've got too much on your plate to become clear about something. You may be doing too many other things to become clear on one particular thing. But let's get a little bit more to see. Yeah, that Ten of Wands connects to the set healthy boundaries and nothing is wasted card. So as an example, which I've mentioned multiple times now, I think, in other readings, is one of the jobs I had where I had to leave because it was too stressful and I became physically ill. It was the epitome of the Ten of Wands. I had too much on my plate, physically, mentally. It literally, I was ill. I became physically ill because of it, and it caused anxiety and depression. There was an issue there with boundaries, me taking on too much and not sort of putting my foot down enough and saying, you know what, look, I'm doing the job of like 3 people here. I mean, I did express it, but not enough. I wasn't firm enough with it, with setting the boundaries. And making it clear that this was, even though it was blatantly obvious from being on sick leave that it was affecting my health, but I should have put my foot down sooner and been more persistent and assertive with it. However, I don't feel like it was a wasted experience because I learned so much from it. The people that I worked with were fantastic. It's just the nature of the work and just circumstances. It was just tough. It was really tough, but I feel like it was a very pivotal experience in my life, and it probably triggered another awakening, because I feel like I've either had one huge awakening that's had lots of different chapters in my life, or it triggered another awakening. But it was pivotal, and nothing about that situation was wasted. Despite all of the stress, everything, it's helped. It's helped me to evolve. It's helped me to know who I am. It's helped me to be stronger and more resilient, and a bunch of other things. Yeah, so that was what that was about. Let's get a bit more clarity. The Seven of Swords. Okay. For some reason, for me, the Seven of Swords at the minute is it's often about risk, but for now, for the past week or so in the readings that I've been doing, it keeps on coming up about being honest with yourself about what you're doing and what you want. Let's get another one for that. We've got Seven of Wands, yeah, and Justice together. Seven of Wands and Justice together, for me, is standing up for what's right, what's fair to you, what you feel is right. And as I said, Seven of Swords was being honest with yourself. So being honest with yourself about what you want and what you feel is right for you, what you want to stand up for. And there's potentially an opportunity here that looks abundant. So there may be a new opportunity, or you may want to create a new opportunity because things are tough. And maybe you're not sure how to do that. But again, as I say, you may need support to do it, which is shown here. Or it may be that you may be going into something to help and support other people. So as I said, you may be thinking obsessively about how to get through this. And as it says in the Surrender to Creativity card, you may need to be creative about how you resolve this issue. But if you are able to overcome everything, you'll probably need to set boundaries within this. If you learn from it, nothing is wasted. If you learn from the situation, an amazing transformation will come out of it. So let's look at the Seven of Cups, which for me, it is a card of choosing what your heart wants and looking at the different perspectives. It can also be a card of confusion as well. It's possible that you've got many opportunities being presented to you and you're not sure what to choose. That could be part of the confusion as well. Let's get some clarifiers for the Seven of Cups. Six of Wands and Strength. See, this reading already makes a lot more sense to me. Maybe I'm just not someone who can do little readings a lot of the time. Maybe maybe it's just the particular subject matter, with it being the full moon. Maybe it just does need a more in-depth reading. It's not something simple enough for me to do like a mini reading for it. I don't know. I mean, leave comments if you feel like it, to let me know if this resonates, and if you want to compare the two readings as well. Let me know. I feel like this is more of an extension of the previous reading. It's giving more. It's the same similar theme, but giving more. Let's get one more clarifier for that Seven of Cups, which is the external energy. The Empress. Let's get one more. This is a very powerful energy here. Six of Wands. That's someone who... This could be a teacher or a guide for you. This is someone who's clearly looked up to by other people in this card. They're a strong person. Empress energy, that's quite nurturing. I mean, as I say, it could be that you're offering this support, nurturing and guidance to someone else. Or it could be that they're offering it to you, but it's an external energy. So it could be someone else who's confused. Or could be someone who's helping you overcome your confusion, or who can help you to overcome your confusion. Let's get one more clarifier for that. We have the Queen of Pentacles again, a nurturing person. You will know if this is you, if this is someone else that you're supporting, or if this is someone else coming in to support you. You'll know the answer to that. Let's look at the Ace of Wands. This is the past energy. So this is where there was a spark of inspiration. Doesn't mean it's been acted on yet, but there is definitely a spark of inspiration here. And maybe the inspiration's there, but you don't know how to proceed. Five of Pentacles, you'll have to leave something behind, or you may have had to leave something behind already to pursue this. I feel like it's more a thought at present than an action. Let's get a bit more for that. We have the King of thought, King of Swords, a thought, and Five of Cups. One more, I'll get one more clarified, but for me it feels more like the thought of inspiration and the feeling of inspiration than actually taking action towards it. Even though I know the Five of Pentacles is a physical. Page of Pentacles. You may, if you have taken any action, it may be a tiny little action that you've taken so far. Like say if you were trying to start a new job, you wanted a new job, you're already in a job that's stressful or whatever, and you wanted to start a new job, maybe the small action you've taken is to look for other jobs. And you know that you'll have to leave the old behind. Emotionally, you could be drained. You know that you'll physically have to leave something behind. Say if it was a business venture you were starting, maybe you've started preparation, you've started doing research, you've started putting small things into place practically, but you haven't completely left the past behind yet. Okay, let's move on from that and look at the Hierophant, which is the current energy. So that's a learning energy, or at least being willing to learn. And then you've got the Fool here. See, the Fool is like really open-minded. He's ready to jump off the cliff, which is like a leap of faith. So again, you could have someone here who's teaching you how to do something, or you could be doing this for someone else. Let's get another clarifier for that Hierophant. King of Pentacles, that is someone who's very stable and secure and abundant. This could be someone external to you. I am feeling more along the lines of someone being a guide for you. Although, as I said, it could be the other way. You could be the guide for someone else, but I feel more like it's an external energy. This person, as I say, could be offering practical support. Let's get another one after that High Priestess. The High Priestess, again, that could be a teacher to you. It could be that this person is, because of the support they're offering, helps you to tap into your intuition, but it also could be that they're potentially offering you spiritual guidance. I mean, the Hierophant is a spiritual teacher. And the High Priestess has spiritual knowledge as well. Knight of Swords. This might be someone that helps you to express yourself, or you feel you can express yourself to. And if it's not already happened, it might be that you need to express yourself and say what you feel to someone who can provide you with guidance and support. Let's look at the Devil as the future energy. We've got the Chariot. Ten of Wands. Judgment. And the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is where you will have to overcome any fears or anything that's holding you back. You may overcome these things, but if you'll have to anyway. If you want to release those burdens, you have to move on from the fear and restrictions. Let go of the burdens, and then you will have a rebirth, a second chance, to pursue whatever it is that you feel passionately about, you feel inspired by. Okay, let's clarify that Five of Pentacles. I'm actually shocked looking at the timer. This reading is it's still quite short, even though I've used so many cards, and the other one was like a mini reading and I think it was like half an hour long. But as I say, this feels clearer. Right, Five of Pentacles is your guidance. Let's try that again. That was a weird flip. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups, the Emperor. Okay, I think I get what this means already. Seven of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune, Hanged Man. Oh, why those two? Let's get one more just to complicate things. And the Three of Swords. That has not helped the situation. Should I get another one? Yeah. That's a lot more clarifiers than I would usually use, but everything that comes out after is like asking for more information. And we got the King of Cups. Okay, that does make sense now. So, right, that was there. That was there. I may have to put these out flat just to make it a bit clearer if possible. So, and I know there's a lot of cards here, so I hope that it's pretty clear for you to see what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm going to have to put these here, I think, for them to be visible. So this is all clarifying the Five of Pentacles here, if you can see them. So the Ace of Cups is what fulfills you, what makes you feel fulfilled. You've got the Emperor, so this is where you're the boss. Seven of Pentacles is where you put your time and effort into something. So I think if you do those things, so focus on what fills your cup, you take in charge and being the boss, and giving your time and effort in what fills your cup and where you are the boss, this will change everything. It will change your beliefs, change your perspectives. You may have had worry. The Five of Pentacles being advice is probably telling you not to worry about being left out in the cold. You may worry about finances. If you pursue something new, if you leave a job or start a new business or whatever, or whatever the situation is for you, you might be worried about that kind of thing, about being left out in the cold. But the key here is to focus on what fills your cup, being the boss, and still consider carefully. You still have to invest your time and energy into something to make it work. The Three of Swords is a bit of a projection, so I would say that if you do the above here, things will change, and you'll come out of a devil energy, the fear of things not working out, disappointments, being hurt. I guess the King of Cups kind of rounds up these three cards, because the King of Cups, I would say the King of Cups follows their heart, but they are emotionally intelligent as well. They're probably not going to, because they're a king, they're not going to do things on a whim. They're going to be smart about it as well. Because the devil, which is the future energy, came next to the advice, I'd say it's just fear. Don't let your fears get in the way of things. Okay, we'll get few more oracle cards. That is a lot of cards on the table. I am going to get Sacred Destiny cards. And I think the reason I've managed to keep the reading short today, or shorter today, is because I haven't read from the book. Although you never know with me. Let's see what Sacred Destiny says. Diligence, that's that Seven of Pentacles energy. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, where you put your time and energy and effort, and just be consistent, persevere, don't give up with whatever it is you want to achieve. You've got love, but as long as that is something that fills your cup, is emotionally satisfying to you. Should we get one more? Yeah, let's get one more of those. Pay attention. The words pay attention are coming to mind. That could be pay attention to your heart and what your heart wants, as well as paying attention to the practical things that you're doing. Be very careful about how you go about things. So I can see why there would be obsessive thinking, because you are trying to make sure you get it right. Adventures, that's that Knight of Wands energy, which is in the future. Yeah, don't be afraid to go on an adventure. And then you get freedom. So that will come from you pursuing what fills your heart, what makes you feel fulfilled, and you taking charge. You'll feel more free than you have before, because clearly with the 10 of Wands coming up quite a few times, and the Devil, there's feeling of restriction there. So let's look at a Queen of the Moon card, or a few Queen of the Moon cards, depending on what they say. Okay, you've got 3 cards. On the bottom of the deck, I felt like looking, it says self-reflection. That came up in the other reading as well. And I mentioned in the other reading that nighttime might be a good time to self-reflect on things that you need to release, what you're trying to achieve. So as I say, this reading does appear to be very similar to the other one. It's just that this one is a bit more in-depth. So you have pleasure. So again, that's the adventure, that's doing things that you love, whatever it is you're trying to pursue. Make sure you feel it's something that your heart wants. Discernment, that's has a similarity to diligence, and that's thinking things over very carefully. Trying to make sure that you get things right, whatever right can be. And trust yourself, trust your decisions. As long as you follow your heart, you take the lead, and you use your discernment, then trust that things will work out. And you know what, as I always say, even if things don't work out exactly the way you want it, nothing is wasted. There's always something to learn, even if the experience doesn't turn out as you planned it. So I will leave it there. I hope that was a lot more helpful, clearer, less vague. As I say, feel free to leave comments. Let me know if it resonates, if you feel like comparing it to the original full moon reading that I did. But yeah, thanks for watching, and take care.